Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to see your lesson number 3, Glimpses of the Past. This is about India's freedom struggle. So the British first came to India as traders, okay, a few hundred years ago they came here. And when they left India in the year 1947, they had been ruling us for over 100 years. And the story of colonialism was not a pleasant one. The British became unbelievably rich while the people of India lost their lives and livelihood. And the land of India was split in many unhappy ways. And this lesson is an anthology of some of the striking episodes from the Indian struggle for independence. Let's see what it is. The martyrs. Who is a martyr? Martyr is one who struggles for a cause. The company's conquests 1757 to 1849. So here when we say company, it means the British East India Company. So the British East India Company came to India in the year 1757 to have trade relationship. When they came in, the British were very strong. Okay, they had very superior weapons like the guns and their strategies and their diplomacy. At that time, India was ruled by a number of native princes. Different regions of India were ruled by different princes. These native princes were not cooperative. Okay, they were fighting amongst themselves. So some of these princes sought the help of the British to put an end to the other princes. Meantime, the British acted as though they helped them, okay, so that they could get rid of all the native rule in India and set their foot firmly, and they wanted to extend their rule. So they took advantage of this situation and slowly they started spreading their rule all over the country. Very few brave rulers like Tipu Sultan of Mysore fought very bravely against the British until they died. The rest of them weren't concerned about anything. And the public in India reacted in different ways towards the British rule. Some people felt they were very happy and they were at peace during the British rule because nobody was going to rob anything from them. But the rest of the people felt that the country was subjected to foreign rule. Okay, some foreigner is ruling us and enslaving us. Okay, we were becoming slaves to some. That is the kind of mindset that the rest of the Indian population had about the British rule. British rule 1765 to 1836. So during the British rule, the Indian society was in a very bad shape. There were many religious leaders who were preaching useless practices like the untouchability and child marriage, which were really against humanity. And meantime, the Indians lost their self-respect and the Britishers treated us without any respect at all. And the Britishers felt that Indians were not trustworthy. They felt that the Indians were not honest. And some of the Indians befriended the British and they were honest to the Britishers. They were spying and passing information to the British while they let down their fellow countrymen. And the British charged lot of taxes, very heavy taxes on the farmers, and our farmers suffered because they were unable to pay the taxes. So the British took away all the farms from the farmers and the farmers were very unhappy. And there were a number of skilled technicians, skilled craftsmen in India, okay, and all those people lost their jobs because there was no demand for Indian products in our country, and the British also cut the thumbs of the expert artisans so that they won't work anymore. And the British used very innovative methods to make profits, and they brought all their goods and dumped in our country so that our industries did not flourish at all. And when they brought their goods to India, they came free of cost. Okay, there was no tax or customs duties or anything on the goods that were brought from England. Okay, so our industries like agriculture and the local domestic industries and the cottage industries and the small business, everything started suffering. Rajaram Mohan Roy was a well-educated man from Bengal. He started analyzing what was going on in our country and he tried to bring about many reforms in our society. And he understood that the basic concept of all the religion were same. And he also felt that education should be put into practice. So he started spreading across this information amongst the public. In the meantime, he went to England and he spoke to the Britishers. He said that he is very much ready to accept the Britishers as our rulers. But he also emphasized that being the rulers, they had their own duty towards their subjects. Oppression means discrimination. In the year 1818, a resolution was passed, and according to this resolution, an Indian could be put into jail without any trial in a court. Trial means trial means hearing. Okay, when a person is put into jail, the court will have a hearing session. Okay, they will find out what is wrong with that person, why that person was jailed. But if an Indian is arrested, according to the resolution, there won't be any hearing at all in the court. Moreover, the British officers were paid large sum of money as salaries, and other than salaries, they were making profits from different kinds of businesses as well. And in the year 1829, large goods, okay, worth 7 crores Indian money, okay, was exported by the British to India, and for which there was no tax or customs duties or nothing was charged. And after that, the British Governor General of India, Benting, okay, he was the British Governor General of India during that time. He reported to England saying that the bones of cotton weavers were bleaching the plains of India, which means the cotton weavers of India were dying without job, okay. And he reported this to the British government. Because of all these things, the British made more and more profits. They were very happy and wealthy, while our Indians suffered because all our cottage industries, agriculture and every small business that we were running here were ruined by the Britishers. Okay, so all the people, all Indian people did not have any job, they did not have any money, and everybody was suffering in India, whereas the British was enjoying all the benefits. Dissatisfaction 1835 to 1856. During the British rule, the Indians were getting educated in Sanskrit or some of the local languages. Lord Macaulay suggested that English should be the medium of instruction for the Indians as well. His main aim was to create Indian clerks to assist the British in their work. But this turned out to be very favorable for India, because when Indians got educated in English, it produced a new generation of intellectuals, which means scholars. And these educated Indians, they tried to educate the rest of the people. And these educated Indians, they tried to convey the problems of the Indian people to the British government. We are at the close of this session. The rest of the lesson will be taken care in the next session. Meet you soon.